your astrologer Wonder Girl, and I'm here to give you your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, July 10th to Sunday, July 16th. All right, Virgo, what we got going on for you this week is we actually just had a full moon here, conjunct Pluto in your 5th house of happiness, joy, love, okay? And it's opposing your 11th house here of like your hopes and dreams for the future and like your goals and things like that. And so I think what you're really trying to do, and what you've been trying to do for a while, is just figure out what makes you happy, what you like, what you enjoy in some way to bring more joy to your life. And I think what you've been trying to do over the weekend into this week is really step into that thing that makes you happy, step into, you know, what it is that you love in some way so that you can really begin to build a future on that, okay? Build your hopes and dreams, reach your goals, find your calling. All right, I think you're really trying to do that this week into, or last week into this week, okay? That's a big theme for you. All right, now while that is going on, I think there's a lot of communication for you, although this may not be communication out and about with other people. That's because it's in your 12th house where Mercury is, which is like of your insides, okay? And so I think there's a lot of communication going on here where you're thinking about yourself or communicating with yourself about your money, okay? And about your gifts and talents and about your skills and about what it is you have to offer the world, okay? You just want to think about that. Try to work out some issues there. Expand more of your gifts, of your talents, of your skills, of your money in some way. And I think you're trying to figure out, how can I do more of this really good thing that I like? Use all my really good skills and show other people how great I am, okay? So I think that's what's going on. Now, while you're thinking about a lot of this stuff, trying to step into what makes you happy, build some of your dreams and your goals for the future, there's some frustrating stuff going on, okay? Where things aren't going quite as fast as you would like them to go. All right, and that has a lot to do here with your 10th house of career. All right, I think you want to feel good about your career. You want to make stuff happen there, but I think it's frustrating for you to figure out how to get your career, maneuver your career into your goals, into your dreams, into your calling in some way. I think you're trying to work that out. How can I have this career be what I really feel like I want it to be? Give me the life I want. Make me the person that I feel like I always am and was always meant to be. And I think you got to be patient with that. Not that your career can't be that in some way, but just that you're going to have to be more patient until all the pieces fall into place. While that's going on, I think you're also thinking a lot here about some big changes you want to make. Could also be financial in some way, or some deep partnerships that you want to get involved in your career to help you move up in the world in some way. Just thinking about things like that. And I think that's also going to take some time and a little bit of patience there too for you to figure out how you need to change your life to get your career in exactly the place that it is you want to be. All right, that's because we do have Venus here in your 10th making a lot of these semi-squares to these other planets. In addition to that, we do have Uranus also making a semi-square to Neptune as well. Uranus is in, or Neptune's in your 7th of partners. So I think too, you're trying to make some changes with other people. You want people to be on board with you. You want to have relationships that resonate with you. Maybe you want to have relationships that you can get money from in some way, or that you can be intimate with. And I think as well, you're going to have to wait and be a little patient for you to get those relationships that you want and for them to fall into place in the right way. Again, not that they cannot fall into place, just that you're gonna have to be patient, okay, and wait and sit things out a little bit until that can happen, okay? While you're being patient about some of these things, have a lot of these things going on in your mind, I think you also need to start reconceptualizing the way that you think about your life, okay, and where your life is going and things like that. That's because we do have Mercury here in your 12th house making some quincunxes over here to Neptune in your 7th house and to Pluto in your 5th. So I think you've got to think very, very differently about what kind of people you want in your life, how you want to partner with these people, what kind of people resonate with you spiritually, resonate with you internally, get you who you are. I think you also need to think very differently about what makes you happy and what brings you peace internally as well, okay? You got to think about them differently than you've ever thought about them before in order to get different results and better results. While that's going on, I think you've also got to think very differently about your dreams, all right, and your goals for the future, and how it is that you can build something really sustainable off of that, okay? Because we also have that right here, the sun in your 11th house of dreams, making it quincunx with Saturn in your 4th house of home. So I think you're trying to make your dreams sustainable, you're trying to make them last, you want to build a life on something that you really feel like you truly are deep down inside, okay? And I think that you need to think a little bit differently about that as well this week in order to get that thing that you want. All right, so that's what's going on here for you. I think a lot of your emotions this week are also going to be about your job, your daily routines, maybe some stuff from the past coming up there, as well as other people is kind of where you're going to end the week on, more or less, right around there. Okay, so that's what I got for you. Now, your card for the week, Virgo, is, ooh, this is a good one. The 9 of Cups upright. Okay, this is a good week for you. I feel like this is a week where you're almost completing something. It's not a 10, okay? So you're not like totally completed something yet, but it's a 9. You're coming to the end of a cycle in some way, and you're starting to feel more content out of all the work that you've done, out of everything that you've put in some way, okay? So I think that's the message of this week. All right, it's feeling like you've come to a little bit of a milestone this week and you can just be happy and ride with it. Okay, and if you don't feel like you're at that milestone this week, I think you need to look around and see what you have and appreciate how far you have come, okay? Especially if you've been putting in the work, because it's not as bad as you think. All right, so that's all I got for you this week, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on Facebook, like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.